You may be trying so hard to make progress in life, but year after year, you see that you are stagnant at one place. You may be seeing your colleagues going to school, going for further education, and you are trying so hard and you're not able to progress. Maybe some are going to do their bachelor degrees, their masters or PhD, and you are at one place. You see some of your colleagues marrying, some are buying the latest cars they want, the latest phones they want, and you are stagnant. You see some of them building the houses of their choice, having the jobs of their choice, having the businesses of their choice, having positions that they want, and you are not making progress. You are trying so hard, but it seems your efforts are not yielding any result. In this video, I want to show you 5 reasons why you may be stagnant at one place and what you can do to be able to make progress in life. If you are new here, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell, because I continue to produce powerful videos every day and every week to help you to build yourself and become the better person that you want to be. Okay, so the reason number 1 why you may be trying so hard and you're not making progress is this. You are addicted to certain habits and you are not making changes to those habits. And until you change those habits, you will not make progress. For example, I have been trying, I actually read one book every week, but for the past 3 weeks, I have not been able to achieve that goal. I've been reading a certain book for over 3 weeks now and I haven't finished. And I know that I was actually supposed to finish that book. In fact, within those 3 weeks, I've read other books, but I have not been able to complete any of them. And I was supposed to at least read one book a week. And I haven't finished that one book for over 3 weeks now, and I've read other books too, but none of them have I completed. And so I feel very bad because it is not part of my normal routine. Now, so I have to check, why is it that for the past 3 weeks I have not been able to read and finish at least one book? If I analyze my behavior or my habit in the last 3 weeks, I've realized something. For the past 3 weeks, I have been more active on social media almost every minute, every 10 to 15 minutes. I'm on Facebook or on Google searching for something. And so I have been more active on the internet, and that is probably the reason why I have not been able to commit to reading at least one book a week. Because the more I'm engaged on social media, the more I'm not able to have that time to focus on the book. And then when I get to the house, mostly when I get home in the evening about to sleep, I read. But nowadays I watch a bit more TV than what I used to do. I used not to watch TV that much, but now it seems I'm watching TV more, and that could be that is a clear reason. So I watch more TV morning and evening, and then I also spend more time on social media, which I used not to do previously. So I have decided that I have to cut off those times, because I know that they are definitely the things that are taking my time. And in addition, I sleep late. I used to sleep early, latest by night, and I'm asleep, and I wake up in the morning like 4 to 5, and I read. But for the past 3 weeks, I wake up around 6 or 6:30 or 7, which is very bad. So me identifying that this is the reason why I'm not able to have enough time. This is the problem that is causing why I'm not able to have enough time to read. And changing it helps me to be able to resolve the problem. You have to look within yourself and find out what are the habits that are preventing you from actually achieving that goal that you want to do. Maybe probably you know there is something that you're doing over and over and over and over again. You are not seeing the same result. And so if you don't change those habits, everything that you see in this world is as a result of the activities and the habits you have built over time. If you want a better shape, you must exercise. And so if you are not exercising, or if you are not doing any effective exercise, you must start doing routine exercise. If you are doing effective exercise and you are consistent over time, it will produce a change in the result you are looking for. And in the same way, for example, you are not being able to read effectively, just like I was telling you. You have to really set a consistent time. Change your habit. Make sure that you are able to make a change to your habit and be consistent to that change. Maybe you want to learn a particular skill. Make sure that you dedicate time to it and study every day. So if you make a change to whatever you have been doing, if you make a change in your activity or your habit, you will be able to see an overall change in the result you are looking for. That is the first one. The number 2 is lack of clear goals. Lack of clear goals. You have to sit down and ponder over yourself. What exactly are you looking for? Because when you lack a clear goal, your subconscious mind will not be directed to act and work on it for you to achieve that goal. I have said it over and over again that nobody can really achieve anything exceptional without having any clear goal. So you have to sit down and ponder. Even for most of you, you are failing to achieve what you're looking for because you probably haven't sat down and pondered very well and then deduce what is even a priority to you. So maybe you are focusing on the wrong goal. So if you are focusing on the wrong goal, probably you didn't sit down to set a clear goal to reflect on what is important to you. So for example, you may be struggling to complete a certain course and you are not making progress because probably you did not even need to go and study that course in the first place, and it doesn't align with your goals and your vision. So you have to sit down and take time to write clear goals and priorities. That's the second goal. Okay, that's the second reason why you're not making progress. So that is you lack clear goals and priorities. Okay, so even when you set clear goals and clear goals, you have to prioritize it using the 80-20 principle, which says that 20% of the things that you do will give you 80% of the result, and you have to look for that 20% and focus all your energy on it. Because you could have 10 activities that you need to do to get the results that you want, but about 2 of them will give 80% of the result you are looking for. So if you are spending your time on the 8 out of that 10, you are wasting time. You'll be doing a lot and not getting result. But if you spend your time on that 2%, which is the most effective ones, you will get 80% of the result achieved. So you have to set clear goals and priorities, know what is important to you, and focus on it. Okay. The third one is procrastination and fear, or fear of failure and procrastination. A lot of us have things that we need to do. We really know that this is what I want to do. This is the thing that I need to do that will give me the result I am looking for. But starting it is a problem. We are afraid of failing. We are afraid of what may be the consequences if we try it and we are not going to succeed. But you have to understand that life is full of failure. In order to succeed, you must make several attempts. And you cannot separate failure from success. If you are afraid of failure and you don't ever start, then you can never win. There are several things that I want to do in life. I know that this is what I need to do that will bring my breakthrough. But starting it is a problem. So if you don't start in the first place, then you can never achieve it. Sometimes you have to just tell yourself that today I must do it and start it. Because sometimes, for all you know, you just need the momentum. If you start, then you will see yourself moving forward and you will even be surprised. But if you don't start and you keep on procrastinating and thinking about it over and over and over again, you can never make progress. So you have to avoid the fear of failure and avoid procrastination and start. And when you start, you will have the energy, you will have the momentum, you will see you progress, yourself progressing small, and you will even achieve the goal without knowing. So starting is the most important thing. If you don't overcome your procrastination and start, and keep on being glued to that fear that you are afraid of starting, because most of the time it's procrastination that keeps us from starting, because you are afraid and you say, oh, okay, I'll do it next week. Next week, it gets to next week and you are afraid again. You think, oh, okay, I'll do it maybe this time. You keep on postponing because of fear. So if you overcome your fear and you say, I will do it no matter what happens, that is where you are able to overcome the fear. Okay. So the next one is that lack of discipline. Most of us want to do so many great things in life, but we lack discipline. Sometimes we are able to start whatever we want to do, but the discipline to stay to it and commit to the end is a problem. For example, you may need to read books, but the problem is you start one book, but within the first, second day, you stop reading it. You need to commit. You need to be disciplined to tell yourself. Most of the things that you need to do to achieve success in life, they are boring things. They are things that no one wants to do. For example, when I was writing my book, Achieving Your Greatest Dreams, sometimes I have to wake up. Not even sometimes, most of the time, I have to wake up from 1 to 3 a.m. every day. I have to make it consistent. Every day I have to wake up and read and write, because when you are a writer and you don't read, then you can never have valuable information. So you have to read, you have to do research to make sure that the content that you are putting in the book is in line with what research or what data is stipulating. So I have to always wake up midnight, read till daybreak, and I have to make it consistent. Every day, 3 a.m. or 1 a.m. I have to wake up. So when I made it when I consistently follow that routine over time, anytime it gets to 3 a.m. and I don't wake up, I will see that I'll feel happy. I will automatically feel that I have to wake up, and I'll wake up. So when I did that, it helped me a lot. So you have to be disciplined. You have to commit yourself to doing whatever you want to achieve, because until you are committed and you build that habit and you are able to do it over and over and over and over again, you can never have any sustained success. So discipline is important. Sometimes I had to go to office at 5 a.m. and work till 10 p.m. Go to office at 5 a.m., work till 10 p.m. And I had to do that for a long time. Success is not easy. And if you think anyone made it through an easy method, it is not true. So you have to commit. Whatever you want to do, you have to commit. And this one leads me to the last one, which is motivation. You lack motivation. If you are trying so hard and you are not having the motivation, what it means is you are not making progress. What it means is that you don't have the motivation. And how do you get motivated? I see a lot of people telling me that, motivational speakers they are scammers, or motivational speakers. It's a scam to believe in motivational speaking, or motivational speaking doesn't help. What they seek to do is they try to discredit motivation. And I tell them that they don't really understand what we mean by motivation. Even though no one can achieve anything in this life without being motivated. Tell me someone who has achieved something big would have been motivated to do it. As I was saying now, do you think if I don't have any goal that is motivating me, I will wake up every day instead of sleeping around 3 a.m., the time that sleeping is most enjoyable, I'll be sleeping at 3 a.m. trying to write a book? Do you think that writing a code for a website is very boring? No one finds that thing interesting. But it is because you have a goal. It's because you have a goal and you want to achieve something. You are motivated. It is the motivation that takes the boring nature of the work away and makes you find it fascinating and interesting to do. Even as I was telling you, there's a lot of books that you find very boring to read, but you need some information in it, and you need that information. Probably you need that information. People are going to pay for that information. For example, when I actually do digital marketing, I read a lot of digital marketing books. Some of them have been very boring. Some have been interesting, some have been boring, some of them I don't want to read, but I have no option, because I need to read that and get a certain skills that someone is going to pay for. Doing digital marketing, a certain advert for people, I encounter problems that I have no option than to go and watch certain tutorials on YouTube. I have to read certain articles on Google. I have to read certain books to understand how the problem is solved. Do you think that I find that thing motivating? It is boring, but the motivation is the fact that at the end of the day, I'm going to solve that problem and probably get paid. Or I'm going to solve that problem for the person, and at least even solving it alone and knowing that I have be able to find a solution to that problem makes me happy. So you need to have something that you are looking for. That should be your goal, and that should make you happy. That should make you keep you thinking and trying to achieve it. That is what keeps me moving. So at the end of the day, you are having something that you are looking up to that you want to achieve, and until you achieve that thing, you will never rest. And when you know that, you keep yourself motivated. Another thing to keep yourself motivated is breaking down your goals into smaller bits and rewarding yourself anytime you finish any of them. So for example, this book is about 15 chapters. I have to break it down into okay, so the 15 chapters, I have to take each of the chapter at a time. So anytime I finish a chapter, I will reward myself with a certain kind of drink that I normally don't take, but I like. So I will tell myself that maybe if I finish this chapter, I will give myself one bottle of serious drink, or I'll buy myself a serious drink, or maybe I'll buy something for myself that I normally will not take under normal circumstances. So because of that, I'm motivated to try to do it. Or maybe sometimes I will tell myself, if I'm able to do this particular work, I will buy myself a new suit, a new dress, a new African wear. Yeah. So when I do that, it keeps me motivated. I keep on thinking, no, let me finish it and get this award for myself. So you need to break your goals down into smaller steps and keep on and when you achieve each aspect at a time, you become happy yourself. So I know that if you follow this procedure, you are going to be very motivated and you are going to find yourself making progress in life. I will introduce to you this book titled Achieving Your Greatest Dreams. It is a book about personal development, a book about achieving your most ambitious goals and dreams, a book about how to move from where you are to where you want to be, a book about how to break your mental barriers, a book about how to really become so great in this world, how to leave a legacy that one day people will really say a man lived and left a legacy. It is the sum of the wisdom from my research of the world's most influential people, both past and present, the most spectacular events in world history that have caused a tremendous change to humanity, the greatest philosophical thinkers, the greatest Fortune 500 companies, the most successful people in world history that have left legacies, that they have died 3,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago, but they are still influencing the world today. Their secrets are in this book. This book will help you to succeed in business, to succeed in personal development, to succeed as an entrepreneur, to achieve your most ambitious and your impossible dreams. The dreams that you think they are impossible, this book will help you to achieve them. I will not talk too much. I will leave a link in the description. If you follow that link, you'll be able to buy a copy of this book. I promise you that if you buy a copy of this book, you will never regret. Remember to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell for more powerful content that will help you to become the best you always want to be. Once again, thank you and have a great day. Bye.